Hello everybody, welcome to 100% Pure Elvis. Thank you all for taking the time out to return to my channel today. And if you are new visiting the 100% Pure Elvis channel, thank you for supporting the channel and I hope you enjoy this upload. Recently, I have been asked to compile a list of Elvis Presley soundtracks and my favourite Elvis Presley movies. Elvis Presley starred in 31 motion pictures throughout his career, and that is excluding That's the Way It Is and Elvis on Tour. And doing a list of favourite to least favourite is very difficult because being an avid Elvis fan, you know, I do enjoy most of his movies. There's some movies that I don't really enjoy watching, but as an Elvis fan, I will always watch them. So this list was quite difficult for me to do. Now, the records or soundtracks that I'm just about to share with you all, I have shared before on my channel. So again, this is just to compile a list of the 31 Elvis Presley movies. And again, I'm going to go backwards. So I'm going to start with my least favorite all the way up to my favorite, if you don't mind. And again, I was thinking about, do I do this upload in two parts? And I just thought I'm going to do it in one big upload. I hope you don't mind. You don't have to watch it all at once. You can kind of stop halfway and re-go back to it if you wish. But and I know we're all going to have differences of opinion on where these movies sit in our opinion on favourites to least favourites. And again, it's very difficult, especially the middle part of my list. It was very difficult for me to choose, right, where does that sit in my favourites? It was easier to choose my least favourite movies because there's a few movies that I don't really enjoy. Let's get started. So starting in my least favourite, as I said, going up to my favourite. And what I'm going to share with you is the soundtrack and obviously the vinyl. Some of it is CD or EP. So my least favorite is Double Trouble. And again, I do have a new appreciation for this movie. I have watched it again recently, but again, I just don't like the storyline, if I'm honest with you. I don't mind the soundtrack to Double Trouble, but Double Trouble is a movie from 1967, and I think that's where Elvis lost his way in the mid-60s. So again, it's an Elvis movie that I don't really enjoy watching, but don't mind the soundtrack. This is a reissue of Double Trouble with a catalogue number of INTS 5039. Now, I'm not going to go through the track listings if you don't mind, because this upload is going to take too long as it is. I am going to show you the vinyls inside though. As you can see, this one is on the RCA International label. And inside, it's the really lovely condition. And I am on the hunt for the first pressing of Double Trouble. Instead of reading the track listing on Double Trouble, I'm just going to go for favourite songs from each movie, if you don't mind. Now, as you are all aware, Double Trouble does have bonus songs as well. That was not in the movie, but from the movie itself, I do enjoy City by Night, Could I Fall in Love, and the 4 bonus songs, Never Ending Blue River. So coming in as my least favourite movie, Double Trouble. And then we're going on to another one, Frankie and Johnny. This was on UK TV recently, and I did watch it. Again, I don't mind the movie. It's just not a favourite. That's why I put it really at the bottom. It's a movie that I don't really enjoy watching. Again, do not mind the soundtrack. The copy of Frankie and Johnny I have here is the French release. This is French import, and the catalogue number is 461024 461024. I've said it before about how colourful Elvis Presley's soundtrack albums were. Inside, And it's, if I remember correctly, yes, it's the orange RCA label. And as you can see, it's the French one. So you've got phase 1 and phase 2. And again, Frankie and Johnny, again, I'm trying to get a hold of the first pressing as well. But I've got a few copies of Frankie and Johnny. Well, 3 copies. So that is the French import of Frankie and Johnny. Again, we've got another copy of Frankie and Johnny here. This is on the RCA International label. And the catalogue number on this copy is NL82559. NL82559. And let's talk about the songs on Frankie and Johnny. I do like What Every Woman Lives For, Beginner's Luck, Please Don't Stop Loving Me, the title track Frankie and Johnny. Let me share with you what's inside. So this comes on the black and silver RCA label. There we go. Got that? Yeah, there you go. That's the right way. And again, as I was saying, it's very difficult to choose where to put the movies in the list. But Frankie and Johnny had to be near the bottom because it's a movie that I tend not to watch a great deal of. And then the final copy of Frankie and Johnny I have is on the Pickwick label. On the reverse, images of Elvis, Aloha from Hawaii. Then you got, that's from 1970. Inside, so this is the Pickwick Camden label. So the catalogue number ACL 7007. And again, there you go. The Pickwick Camden label. And Frankie and Johnny is from 1966 movie. So it's a 1966 movie. Next, one of my subscribers, I think it's Harold, if I remember correctly. This is his favourite Elvis movie, but again, I've always said it's personally not one of my favourites. So again, you know, we all have differences of opinion, and it is the 1965 movie Harum Holiday, otherwise known as Harum Scarum. But I absolutely adore the soundtrack to this movie. Very different part for Elvis to play. But again, I think I've got to re-watch it to gain a new appreciation for the movie. I've not watched Harum Holiday for so long. This is in mono. Catalogue number RD7767. RD7767. Inside, this is the first pressing on the RCA Victor red dotted label. Quite rare. And again, let me show you, there you go. In great condition. And again, a movie that not overly keen on, but great soundtrack. But it's a movie that I do need to rewatch to gain a new appreciation for it. Harum Holiday, otherwise known as Harum Scarum, from 1965. Now, again, this is Harum Scarum. So as you can see, the other one was Harum Holiday, Harum Scarum. This is a recent purchase. I shared this on my upload a few days ago, didn't I? And the catalogue number is APL12558. And again, from the movie Harum Scarum, I love Mirage, So Close Yet So Far from Paradise, Shake That Tambourine. It's just a great soundtrack. And again, this is an import from this is from 1977 reissue. And let's get that the right way around. There you go. Absolutely. I love collecting Elvis soundtracks, you know, from around the world. Whenever I see a soundtrack of Elvis from a different part of the world, I've just got to purchase it. Harum, Scarum. This is the 1977 reissue. Right. Next one from 1967, Clambake. Again, it's a movie I've not seen for quite a long time. Again, soundtrack's not too bad. It's a movie that I don't watch a great deal because I don't really enjoy watching it. But again, this is on the RCA International label. It's a reissue. But I know there's going to be some comeback from Elvis fans in respect of how can you say you don't like an Elvis movie? I'm not saying I don't like it. What I mean is I don't really enjoy watching the movie. I will watch it, but you know, these are my least favourites going up to my favourites. And, you know, I think you can see in some movies that Elvis starred in, you can see whether he's enjoying it or not. That's in my personal opinion. And as you can see, it's on the green RCA International label. Slight damage to the sleeve, but the record inside is in great condition. The green label. And let me get that back in its sleeve. He says. And I think, you know, when you're talking about Elvis movies that you've not seen for quite a while, you know, whenever I choose to watch an Elvis movie on DVD, because in the United Kingdom, you only really get to see Elvis movies when it's his birthday or his anniversary. I mean, Frankie and Johnny was on TV recently, and that hadn't been shown on TV in the United Kingdom for quite a while. I'm having problems with this, unfortunately. There you go, it's back in. But let's talk about the songs. So from the movie itself, I like You Don't Know Me, The Girl I Never Loved, Confidence. I do like Hey, Hey, Hey. But the 5 bonus songs, I love Just Call Me Lonesome, Big Boss Man, Singing Tree. So there we have the 1967 movie Clambake. Forgive me, I've got the list in front of me. I don't want to do them in the wrong order, so please forgive me for looking down. Now, next, we're going on to Paradise Hawaiian Style. Again, really enjoyed the soundtrack. Movie I've not seen for quite a while. So again, another movie I do want to get to watch real soon. As you all know, this image isn't from the movie Paradise Hawaiian Style. And the catalogue number on this one is LSP 3643. LSP 3643. And I think it's an import, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a German import. Inside the sleeve, I mean, I've had to do this to keep the sleeve intact. It's on the orange RCA label there. And again, with Paradise Hawaiian Style, from what I've read, and I don't know how true this is, so if anyone can help me with it, it'd be amazing. The image used on the front wasn't from the movie because Elvis had gained weight but when he was filming Paradise Hawaiian Style. So they decided to use an image from an earlier movie. So there we have Paradise Hawaiian Style. And I love This Is My Heaven, Dating, Queenie Wahina's Papaya, Drums of the Islands. Absolutely great soundtrack. And I love the bonus song, Sandcastles. Next, this is the first pressing of Paradise Hawaiian Style. Quite rare now. And this has a catalogue number of RD7810. RD7810. And inside, as you can see, slight discoloration on the sleeve, but that doesn't bother me. And it's on the, as you can see, the RCA Victor red dotted label. Absolutely in great condition. I was so happy to find this. I've not had it that long in my collection, I must admit. And so, yeah, I was really happy to get the first pressing. It's a Paradise Hawaiian style from 1966. Right, so the next one, I'm going to have to show you a CD because I haven't got it on. It's not been released on vinyl or EP. I think it has, but I don't have it. And it's the movie Charro. So I've only got Charro as part of this double features collection. So Charro was from 1969. And again, I think Charro could have been so much better as a movie. I mean, obviously, the two songs, Charro, Let's Forget About the Stars, Let's Forget About the Stars wasn't even included in the movie, just the title track, Charro. And I think he looked great with the beard, didn't he? I think, you know, with facial hair, he just looked so handsome. And let's go to the next one. And it is California Holiday, otherwise known as Spin Out. So renamed in Europe, California Holiday. This isn't my favourite image of Elvis. I don't really like the front cover on this. But again, it's a movie that it's not too bad. I really enjoyed the soundtrack. The catalogue number INTS 5038 on the RCA International label. This is a reissue. And again, it's on the green RCA Victor label. And I love the images on the back from the movie Spin Out or California Holiday. There you go. And, you know, I love All That I Am. Never Say Yes. Am I Ready? I'll Be Back. California Holiday, otherwise known as Spin Out. And I've also got it. Let me find that for you all. I've also got it as an Australian 7-inch here. So really, really happy I purchased this earlier this year, I believe. This has a catalogue number of 45EP20439, and this is an Australian copy. Take a drink of water. I've really got a sore throat, so I'm really sorry if I'm a bit croaky. Right, so where were we up to? Right, the next one. Again, this is a first pressing. Kissin Cousins. Absolutely so happy to add this first pressing into my collection. RD7645. RD7645. Again, I don't like the storyline in Kissin Cousins, two Elvises. But I absolutely adore the track listing. Again, it's on the red dotted RCA Victor label. It's in superb condition. Absolutely superb condition. And, you know, I've said it on my channel before. I've had the pleasure of meeting Cynthia Pepper, who starred in the movie alongside Elvis. And the stories she said about Elvis were beautiful. What a humble man and a very wanted the best for everyone on set. And let's talk about the songs. So I love the title track, Kissin Cousins, the faster version. I do love There's Gold in the Mountains, Tender Feeling. I do enjoy Anyone Could Fall in Love with You. But there's two bonus songs. And I love It's a Long, Lonely Highway. So this is the first pressing in mono, RD7645 of Kissin Cousins. I've got another copy. And again, it's on the RCA International label of Kissin Cousins. And this has a catalogue number of INTS 5108. And if I remember correctly, it's on the green label. Yep. I nearly dropped that then. Whew. There you go. Again, in great condition. And thank you to my subscribers who have asked me to do a compiled list of Elvis soundtracks. I have showcased these before, but I have added more to my collection. So it's really good to do an updated list as well. But this is the first time I'm doing a list of the movies in order of favourite to least favourite. Kissin' Cousins. So sorry, I'm doing this way. This is backwards from least favourite up to favourite. So Kissin' Cousins was from 1964. And then we're going on to Speedway. Let me get these in order if you don't mind. I've got 3 copies. So now Speedway is one of the rarest Elvis Presley soundtracks you can get a hold of, especially the original mono pressing. And I'm on the lookout for the first pressing in mono from the US of A. And so, yeah, I did drop that. Oh God, that's... So again, that's a holy grail for me. But so here we go, Speedway. So Speedway's from 1968. This was Elvis Presley's last soundtrack album that was issued. This didn't even reach the UK chart in the albums. But I love the front cover. I love it. Absolutely love everything about it. I really enjoyed the movie as well. And you might be thinking, so why have I put it quite low down? It's difficult because, you know, obviously the movies above this I do prefer, but I do really enjoy the movie and the soundtrack. Sorry, let me tell you the catalogue number. RD7957, RD7957, mono, first pressing, with its original sleeve here. And here we go. RCA red dotted label. I was talking to one of my friends, CJ, a few nights ago, and hi CJ, and hope things are all well with you and your wife. And you know, talking about Elvis, you know, there's nothing better to do, is there, as an Elvis fan, talking all things Elvis. And again, talking about Graceland, and I'm looking at going to Graceland next year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's going to happen. So this is the mono first pressing of Speedway. From the movie, I love Your Time Hasn't Come Yet, Baby, Let Yourself Go, There Ain't Nothing Like a Song. From the bonus tracks, I love Going Home, Suppose, Western Union. Quickly go on to the next one. I've got 2 copies. This is another first pressing in mono of Speedway. So again, I found this in Stratford-upon-Avon when I was visiting, and I thought I couldn't turn it down at such a good price. I think it was £20. And then the third and final copy of Speedway I've got is a reissue on the RCA International label, INTS 5041. INTS 5041. And again, it's on that green RCA International label. I ain't going to get the vinyl out. Just take far too long. Speedway from 1968. And then I'm trying to find the next one, which I don't have it on anything. Then I chose Stay Away Joe from 1968. Again, Stay Away Joe, quite a fun movie. You can see Elvis is having fun in that movie. A quirky storyline, and I think it looks amazing in that movie. Then I went on to Love Me Tender, Elvis's debut movie. Now, Love Me Tender is probably one of the movies I've not seen a lot of. I've probably only ever watched Love Me Tender 3 or 4 times. Again, you know, it's a good starting point for Elvis in the movie. And that obviously was from 1956. Then we're going on to Flaming Star. So this is the only thing I could find on Flaming Star. Flaming Star and Summer Kisses. Image here from the movie Flaming Star from 1960. And this is, again, quite rare. It's in mono, RD7723. And from Flaming Star, I mean, obviously this has got more tracks on it that are not included in the movie, but I love the title track, Flaming Star, Summer Kisses, Winter Tears. But I think that but there was more in the movie. So there we have Flaming Star. I think he plays such a great part in that movie. And then we're going on to Fun in Acapulco. So Fun in Acapulco, really enjoyed this movie, great soundtrack. I think he plays a great part, thoroughly enjoyable movie, very colourful front and back cover on this soundtrack album. This is a reissue, and PL 42357, PL 42357. Again, let me share with you inside. There you go. Try and get it. It's on the orange RCA Victor label. I will get the vinyl out because I know you all like looking at them. There you go. And again, Fun in Acapulco has such a great track listing as well, doesn't it? I was watching another Elvis YouTuber. He did the same on his channel. He did the top 5, I believe, of his favourite Elvis movies. So I thought I quite easily can do a top 5, but I really wanted to go through the entire list. From Fun in Acapulco, I do love You Can't Say No in Acapulco, Bossa Nova Baby, Fun in Acapulco, Margarita, and but yeah, great movie, really enjoyable. Fun in Acapulco from 1963. Then we're going on to, where am I up to? Right, so I've got to get the CD again. Then in 17th place of my favourite Elvis movies, I've chosen The Trouble with Girls here. So I just love the part that Elvis plays in that movie, The Trouble with Girls. I love the white suit. I love the way he looks, very relaxed. Great soundtrack. And again, I've met Marilyn Mason, who starred with Elvis in the movie The Trouble with Girls. And The Trouble with Girls is from 1969. And I love Swing Down Sweet Chariot, Signs of the Zodiac, Clean Up Your Own Backyard, Violet, and Almost. But a great movie from 1969, The Trouble with Girls. And then we're going on to, when I can find it, hopefully, he says, I don't think I've got it. Then in 16th place, I went on to Wild in the Country from 1961. Again, I was really torn with that because I think it's a great movie, and Elvis plays a really good part in that movie. But again, I had to put it midway because the ones above it I do prefer watching. And then in 15th place, Roustabout. So again, this is the first pressing of Roustabout in mono, and RD7678. RD7678 stars with the legendary Barbara Stanwyck. And again, let me share with you what's inside. There you go. It's that infamous RCA Victor red dotted label. Look at that. There we go. I just realised this one probably needs a quick clean. I did play this a few nights ago, and do you know when you are playing original vinyls when they were from years and years ago, don't they sound better? I just love it. I absolutely love it. Roustabout from 1964, and what a great track listing on Roustabout. I love the title track, Roustabout, Hard Knocks, It's a Wonderful World, Big Love, Big Heartache, One Track Heart, Carney Town, There's a Brand New Day on the Horizon. Roustabout. Then we're going on to It Happened at the World's Fair. Now, again, this is a first pressing of It Happened at the World's Fair from 1963. I love that image of Elvis there from the movie It Happened at the World's Fair. On the reverse, again, just very colourful, isn't it? And this has a catalogue number of RD7565. RD7565. Again, original sleeve here. And this inside is very different. It's not the red dotted one, as you can see. It's, here we go, RCA Victor, black and silver label, like the RCA symbol underneath. And again, I've not had this too long in my collection. I can't remember how long, but not too long. And okay, so happy to get the first pressing in my collection of It Happened at the World's Fair. And I love everything about this movie. And I love They Remind Me Too Much of You, One Broken Heart for Sale, I'm Falling in Love Tonight, Cotton Candyland, How Would You Like to Be? I just absolutely love the movie. It Happened at the World's Fair. This is the first pressing. I've got another copy of It Happened at the World's Fair. This is a reissue. And this catalogue number is 461025. This is a French import. Again, I've not had this long in my collection whatsoever. And it's virtually in mint condition. Here, look at this. Superb condition. On the RCA Victor orange label there, with, as you can see, it's the French import. And, you know, finding soundtrack albums that you don't own on it import-wise, I just love. I'm always on the lookout for American labels or the Australian. I love them labels. Then we're going up to my 13th favourite movie, Girls, Girls, Girls. This is a reissue, and the catalogue number is PL42354. PL42354. I love everything about this movie. Really enjoy it. I've watched this movie so many times, and again, I couldn't put it any higher because of the list I'm compiling. There's so many that I do prefer. It's on the RCA Victor orange label. And I think we're Girls, Girls, Girls. There's so many great songs on there, isn't there? You know, let me talk you through my personal favourites. And again, my personal favourite is Song of the Shrimp. We're Coming in Loaded. Thanks to the Rolling Sea. I Don't Want to. I Don't Want to Be Tied. The title track, Girls, Girls, Girls. What a great soundtrack to Girls, Girls, Girls. Now I've got another copy. This is obviously a reissue. I have this comes with a limited edition. It's a limited edition orange vinyl. Very different on the back. And let me try and find that catalogue number if I can. He said 950714. 950714. And they've got some bonus songs on this one. The bonus song on side one is Just Tell Her Jim Said Hello. And on side two, the bonus song is Good Luck Charm. And again, you know I love my coloured vinyl. So I'm like, turn that around. There you go, it's on red vinyl. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And you do get a lot of other labels releasing Elvis soundtracks on coloured vinyl. And this came on the Wax Time label. They do a lot of Elvis releases, and I always buy them because, you know, really nice to get a hold of. Girls, Girls, Girls from 1962. Then we're going on to his first movie after coming home from the army, GI Blues. Now, this copy is a reissue. The catalogue number INTS 5104. INTS 5104. On the reverse. Inside, if I remember, it's the green RCA International. I think it's green. Yes, it is. Yeah. There you go. The green RCA International label. And again, I love every song on the soundtrack. I don't think there's not one weak song on GI Blues. And I think it was a great movie for Elvis to star in after he'd come out of the army. But if I had to choose a favourite, I am going to go for Tonight Is So Right for Love. the title track GI Blues, Shopping Around, and Pocket Full of Rainbows. This is a reissue of GI Blues. And GI Blues is from 1960. Again, on the Wax Time label, I've got another copy of GI Blues. Sorry, very different on the back. Inside, and they're on heavyweight vinyl, 180 gram heavyweight vinyl. Absolutely stunning. And again, I've watched GI Blues so many times. Absolutely, such a great movie. And I think the chemistry he has with Juliette Prowse is just amazing. GI Blues from 1960. Now, right then, in 11th place, so we're getting into the top 10. Loving Las Vegas, otherwise known as Viva Las Vegas. This is the 7-inch EP. This catalogue number is RCX7141. RCX7141. As you can see, it's in mono. What a great movie. What a great soundtrack. What great chemistry he had with Anne-Margaret. Comes off the screen. And I Need Somebody to Lean On. If you think I don't need you, come on, everybody. Today, Tomorrow, and Forever. What a great movie. Absolutely stunning. You know, it's just, I would have put this higher, but again, the movies above this I do enjoy more. Loving Las Vegas, otherwise known as Viva Las Vegas. Then we're going on to, now in the top 10, Kid Galahad. Again, this is the 7-inch EP. Really do enjoy this movie. Absolutely, whenever I watch it, thoroughly enjoy it. RCX7106. Again, this is a first pressing in mono. I love King of the Whole Wide World. This is Living, Riding the Rainbow, Home is Where the Heart Is, I Got Lucky, a whistling tune. You just can't go wrong with this movie. Absolutely such a great movie for Elvis. In at number 9, when I can find it, Follow That Dream. Absolutely, again, I think this movie gets overlooked quite a bit, I feel, as an Elvis movie. But for me, I think it's a great movie. Very, very, again, different for Elvis to star in at that time. And again, look the storyline and, you know, limited songs in the movie. So this has a catalogue number on the back. Again, this is a first pressing, RCX211, RCX211. And the track listing, Follow That Dream, Angel, What a Wonderful Life, I'm Not the Marrying Kind. I love every single song. Then we're going in at number 8. I purchased this quite recently, actually. And it is Loving You. Absolutely. We're going into the first movies that Elvis starred in here. Great movie, great storyline, great acting by Elvis, great soundtrack. Everything about it I adore. Again, I know some of my subscribers will let me know. I'm not sure if this is a first pressing. I'll give you that catalogue number. LSP1515. LSP1515. I don't think it is because there it says stereo, so it can't be a first pressing. But if anyone has any more information on this, please let me know. As you can see, it's still got its shrink wrap. I purchased this in Northampton, which is a town not too far away from where I live. Inside, and let me share that label with you. Here you go. Yeah. RCA Victor, the black and silver is there. And again, difficult to choose a favourite song from Loving You because they're all great songs from the movie. Let me get that in there. Right. Mean Woman Blues. Got a lot of living to do. Don't Leave Me Now. Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? I love everything about this movie. Great soundtrack as well. Loving You from 1957. Next, another recent addition to my collection, another early movie, Jailhouse Rock. So this is a bootleg on 12-inch vinyl. And again, this has a catalogue number of 31126. 31126. And I love the title track, Jailhouse Rock, Young and Beautiful, Don't Leave Me Now. Treat Me Nice on the back. And again, I won't get it out of the cellophane, but as you can see, it's on the orange RCA label here, Victor. I purchased this again from Stratford-upon-Avon. I love everything about Jailhouse Rock, and people say this was his best ever movie that he starred in and acted in. Personally, I don't think it was. I'll tell you which one I think it is at the end, but there we go. The 1957 movie, Jailhouse Rock. This is where it might get quite controversial, but because some people would say, well, they'd put that absolutely in the top 5. But the next one I'm sharing with you in at number 6. I absolutely love this movie. I love everything about it. I love the track listing. I love the movie. It's just Girl Happy. Absolutely love this movie, Girl Happy. And it's a great soundtrack as well. This is on the Friday Music label from America. This is a gatefold, but only consisting of one album inside. I have shared this before, but there you go. That's the gatefold middle bit there. Right, the catalogue number, FRM 3338. FRM 3338. I ain't going to get it out of its cellophane if you don't mind, but there you go. That's the label. It is RCA Victor with the nip of the dog underneath, and then Friday Music here. Absolutely love the soundtrack. I love the movie. And that's why it's so high in my list. There we go. You know when you struggle getting the records back in. Let's talk about my favourites from Girl Happy. Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce, Cross My Heart and Hope to Die, Puppet on a String, I've got to Find My Baby, Wolf Call. Oh, it's just everything about the movie, thoroughly enjoy it. Where would you put this in your list? Again, I'm really looking forward to reading everybody's comments. We might all disagree on some of the listing, and I would love to see where would you put some of yours. Maybe do a top 5. Girl Happy. So Girl Happy is from 1964. And then I got another copy of Girl Happy, a reissue. Same front and back cover. This has a catalogue number of 443029. 443029. I can't remember when I purchased this, actually. Let's look. There you go. It's a French import on the RCA orange label. And again, this is what I mean, you know, finding Elvis soundtracks from around the world. Absolutely thoroughly love it. Get some more water. And then in at number 5, we're going into the top 5. In at number 5, I think it's the most fun Elvis movie. Tickle Me. This is on the Follow That Dream label. Quite rare. But what a great movie. Love the soundtrack as well to Tickle Me. And this LSP 6465. LSP 6465. Tickle Me, as you all know, saved the studio from going bankrupt. And I'll show you, both vinyls are exactly the same. I don't really want to touch them. They're like, as you can see, there you go. Nip of the Dog, RCA, Victor. But this is on the Follow That Dream label. And let's talk about my favourites from the movie. It's a Long Lonely Highway, Dirty Dirty Feeling, Put the Blame on Me. As you all know, these were songs recorded earlier in Elvis Presley's career. Such an easy question, slowly but surely. Oh, it's just great soundtrack to a great movie, fun movie. You can see Elvis is having fun. Tickle Me from 1965. Then we're going into my fourth, King Creole. This is my favourite early movie of Elvis. I think he's superb. This is the movie that I think Elvis plays the best role in, and his acting is superb in this movie. That's my opinion. But again, you might be thinking, why isn't it number one on your list? It's because the ones that are above it, I just enjoy more, and I'll give you the reasons why. But I love the soundtrack as well to King Creole. It has my favourites. Again, catalogue number RD27088. RD27088. Now, again, please share with me. I don't know if this is an original first pressing. I'm not sure. I think it might be. Let me, and there we go. It's quite heavy vinyl. I love when I ask questions on my channel. I love the fact that everyone always replies with the answer, because sometimes I can't find the answers to anything in particular. I can ask my subscribers and they'll always come back to me with the answers. So thank you so much. King Creole, my favourite early movie featuring Elvis. Right. All of my subscribers will know. I mean, my favourite has to go to Crawfish. I just love it. As Long as I Have You, the title track, King Creole, Don't Ask Me Why, Love a Doll, Steadfast, Loyal and True. It's just such a great soundtrack to a great movie. I personally believe the best acted movie Elvis Presley starred in. Top three. So in at number 3, I'm going back to the CD, is this movie, Live a Little, Love a Little. Now you might be thinking, why do you feel Live a Little, Love a Little is better than King Creole? I think it's a fun movie. I love the storyline. I love the way Elvis acted in it. I love the soundtrack. It's a quirky movie. I personally prefer it, and that's not to say that I feel Elvis's earlier movies, like your Jailhouse Rock and your King Creole and your Lovin' You, are more superior to this. I just feel Live a Little, Love a Little from 1968 is the sort of movie that when you watch it, it's fun, it's quirky. The soundtrack, the part that Elvis plays, I think you can see he's thoroughly enjoying it as well. What's your opinion? So there wasn't many songs in Live a Little, Love a Little. So I'll read them all. Almost in Love, A Little Less Conversation, Wonderful World, Edge of Reality. For me, I absolutely adore Almost in Love. Wonderful World. Oh, I love all of them. There you go. I'm just going to say it. I love all of them. So again, I had to put it in at number 3 because I thoroughly enjoy Live a Little, Love a Little. Every time I watch it, I'm laughing out loud. I really enjoy watching it, and it's how he looks as well. So in at number 3, Live a Little, Love a Little. In at number 2, now I'm going to quickly go through these because I've got 4 copies. And it is obviously, let me get them in order if you don't mind. Right. Blue Hawaii. So whenever someone talks about an Elvis movie, most of the time they'll always talk about Blue Hawaii. Look at this one here. Shrink wrap on it's still coming apart, but I think this is a first pressing. And this was always my favourite Elvis Presley movie up until maybe into my late teens, early 20s. Then at number one, I will share with you in a moment. So this copy of Blue Hawaii, RD27238, RD27238, and I will talk about my favourite songs on the last one, if you don't mind. Go. And it is one of his best-selling albums worldwide, Blue Hawaii, and in the United Kingdom, stayed at the number one spot for months. Blue Hawaii from 1961. This is my second copy. Again, LSP 2426. LSP 2426. Inside, again, I think this is, if I remember correctly, I think this is an American release. Comes in its cellophane, and it's on the tan RCA Victor label, so it's on the tan coloured label. And I also love that as well. I also love the different coloured labels as well. I mean, when you're a collector, you want all these different. I was watching some Elvis channels on YouTube and talking about different coloured labels from RCA. I just love it. So that is another copy of Blue Hawaii with LSP 2426. Next, another copy of Blue Hawaii reissue. This catalogue number on this copy, SF8145. SF8145. Whenever I see a copy of Blue Hawaii at record fairs or in charity shops or on a vinyl store, I always try and see the vinyl inside because I kind of will know if I've got it or not. This is on the normal RCA Victor orange label. There you go. And my last copy of Blue Hawaii is coming up next. There you go. I've shared this before, as you all know. This is an import NL13683. NL13683. Right. My favourites from Blue Hawaii. No More's my favourite, followed by Almost Always True, Can't Help Falling in Love, Rockahula Baby, Beach Boy Blues, Hawaiian Wedding Song. Just a superb movie, great soundtrack. I think everything about Blue Hawaii came at the right time for Elvis. It's just an iconic movie, Blue Hawaii. And let me get that out. So I should turn it around. There you go, green. And then it says Cinema Tray, I think that says. Excuse my pronunciation if I've said that wrong. Let me get that back in, and then I'm going to quickly get on to my favourite movie. I just love the images down the side here on this one from the movie Blue Hawaii. Now, many subscribers to my channel will know what my favourite Elvis Presley movie is, and it's on the CD. It's written at the bottom, Change of Habit. Now, Change of Habit came into my life, into my late teens, early 20s. Never seen the movie before. I'd never seen it on TV. The first time I ever watched Change of Habit was on VHS video. When I started purchasing Elvis as an avid collector, I was purchasing CDs, VHS, because DVDs wasn't out at that point. And I remember purchasing Change of Habit along with a lot of other Elvis Presley VHSs. And when I watched that movie for the first time, it just hit me. It really hit me. And again, everything about the storyline, the way he looked, the way he acted, the confidence in his acting, I loved everything about it. And to this day, the movie really hits me in respect of, it gets me quite emotional, but I'm watching a man who I'm in awe of, and I've been in awe of all of my life. So again, change of habit. I'll never, ever change my mind on that being my favourite movie. This list sometimes might change, but I just tried my best to get them in at the right places, in my opinion. And before I sign out, there's some I didn't share with you. So I've got the EP of Tickle Me. And again, RCX 7173. And then I've got the EP of Easy Come, Easy Go. RCX 7187. So again, you can always buy these EPs as well on the movies. So again, I'm going to quickly read down from first place to number 31. From my favourite to my least: Change of Habit, Blue Hawaii, Live a Little, Love a Little, King Creole, Tickle Me, Girl Happy, Jailhouse Rock, Loving You, Follow That Dream, Kid Galahad, Viva Las Vegas, GI Blues, Girls, 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 It Happened at the World's Fair, Roustabout, Wild in the Country, The Trouble with Girls, Fun in Acapulco, Flaming Star, Love Me Tender, Stay Away Joe, Speedway, Kissin Cousins, Spin Out, Charro, Paradise Hawaiian Style, Clambake, Harum, Scarum, Frankie and Johnny, Easy Come, Easy Go, and lastly, Double Trouble. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, what you think of my list. It was a very difficult list for me to do, but I wanted to do it because I had some of my subscribers asked to compile a list of my Elvis Presley soundtracks and do a list of my favourite to least favourite movies, which I've just done now for you. So this upload has been going on for nearly an hour. Look, thank you all for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this upload. I really do appreciate the support that you give to my 100% Pure Elvis channel. And I always sign out by saying, if you haven't as yet subscribed to the 100% Pure Elvis channel, please hit that subscribe button. Helps make my channel grow. Please share my channel with fellow Elvis fans, and welcome to the 100% Pure Elvis family. And please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. Lots of love, everybody. Speak soon. Bye-bye.